this is almost borderline torture to ask me to play the straight guy when all this is going on. So the answer is I tried as long as I could, but the dam eventually broke. So there's going to be a wonderful blooper reel for this show, I can tell you, Nate.
My first question is for Freddie. Freddie, the internet has already been freaking out about how good the Vigilante suit looks. Is this your first superhero costume? And is it true that you change as a person when you put one of these on?
Oh, yeah. This is definitely my first. Well, there was a time in college around Halloween where I did go to a club in a Robin outfit, as my friend went as Batman. Technically, that's my first superhero outfit. But Vigilante is my first real one. And yeah, you do change. As soon as you put it on, at least I did, I just, when you see it in the mirror, you're like, oh, this is cool. This is really cool. And this isn't just, these are the top end guys making these outfits. So it was really, really cool to wear.
Yeah, it looks amazing. It looks like it's stepping out of a page, out of New Teen Titans Annual #2. There's Vigilante right there. It's amazing. Yeah. Next question is for Chukwudi. Chukwudi, James has said that you are one of the best actors he's ever worked with. And I agree, you are a phenomenally talented actor. You have done genre stuff before, but I'd love to know, how was Peacemaker different than anything that you have worked on up to that point?
Oh, wow. Thank you for your comments, first of all. It was bigger by far than anything I'd worked on. I mean, just the nature of the character. When I think of what I'd done before that, which was really, the Underground Railroad, say, to step into something like this with the world building around it, and a character like, I recognize this character, I grew up with this guy who's the leader of a team that's like, anything from the Dirty Dozen to whatever you've seen, but this take on him in this genre, superhero genre, with my take on him, which, as I gather, and Matt could probably clarify, wasn't really what they were looking for when searching for this character, because it's a new character. And wow. I think one of two maybe characters that James wrote that he didn't already know who he wanted to cast for. So for me, I came to it the same way I come to any role. Okay, I've got the gig now. Let's look for the clues and let's just get it done and try to pretend to be cooler than I really was turning up to set on the first day, when I was really wondering whether or not it's not about the car being there to pick you up at the beginning of the day, as if there's still a car to take you home at the end of the day. Yeah, but it was great fun. Yeah.
Well, my next question, Matt, I would love kind of a bigger picture question here. We're talking about the future of superhero movies, TV now. Why is exploring superhero characters and their stories so perfect for the television format as opposed to sticking strictly to film?
Well, you get to dig a lot deeper into the character. I mean, obviously they've been doing superhero stuff on TV as well as in features for a long time, but I think that's a different type of storytelling. And I think what works really well in this show is to take this character from Suicide Squad that is so deeply flawed. Yeah. And so you're starting off with like not your typical superhero right from the get-go. And as opposed to it just being episodically some bad guy that he's got to thwart or that the team's got to come together, there is that storyline that spreads throughout the 8 episodes, but the demons that he's fighting are really his own. And to use that opportunity of 8 episodes to really get inside of this character and find out what makes him tick, it's very much a character piece. I think it's much better suited to television for that reason.
Absolutely. Freddie, I am obsessed with actors doing accents. I love when actors do accents that are not their normal, sort of speaking voice. Your American accent, I have to say, as an American with very bad ears, it is awesome. No, seriously, genuinely, it's so good. Did you look at any specific influences to help with the American accented Adrian Chase Vigilante character?
No, I didn't take it off anything. I did do what I've done in the past, which is I stayed in the accent while filming. So on and off set for the months we were shooting, I stayed American. My wife, she was the one who suggested it to me, and it's been a really great thing. But now she's kind of like, Okay, I think we can.
We bring the American guy back.
Yeah, can I have my husband back now? So yeah, that's kind of. I just kind of stay in it while filming just to help with that.
You got a girlfriend?
Yeah, her name is Sharon Osborne. Not the one that you may know.
Chukwudi, this question is about your character, Clemson Murn. You talked about how you know this guy. He's a leader. He's growing up, taking this leadership position. You, like I said, you're such a great actor, and you keep such a great straight face during some of these scenes. The team he has to deal with, they're so incompetent. But in real life, they seem like they're very funny people and really likable. I mean, was it difficult to put up with their, apple dumpling gang shenanigans?
Apple dumpling gang. It wasn't. I kept it together for a bit, and then the dam broke one day. It was just too hard to. It was too hard to sustain. They're just too funny. And the problem is James encourages improvising.
Yes.
After you've done the scene, just keep shooting. And John Cena is the king of that. They're all mad. Steve, I'm there going, this is almost borderline torture to ask me to play the straight guy when all this is going on. So the answer is I tried as long as I could, but the dam eventually broke. So there's going to be a wonderful blooper reel for this show, I can tell you, Nate.
I can't wait to see it. And Freddie over here going, do you guys have cable? Fargo's on tonight. I'm like, how do you keep a straight face?
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Why is there a bald eagle in your car?
It's Eagly. You guys ordered without me?
Eagly is your pet eagle.
Yeah.
Is your dog named Doggy?
All right.
Last question I have to ask, because this is my last one. I'm almost out of time. Gentlemen, what was it like filming that opening credits sequence? That credits is unskippable. It is hilarious. How long of time did you have to rehearse, and did you mess up laughing during filming that too?
The length of time, I would just say, however long we had, it wasn't enough for me. But we had a couple we didn't know it was coming. The one day I was looking at my schedule down the line and I saw dance rehearsal. I was like, what? So it was a lot of fun. We had a 2 or 3 couple of hour sessions. And then on the day, we were still sort of working on it, like moving things around, camera angles and stuff. And to your second half of your question, there was a lot of laughter. There was a lot of specifically joy. I think that's the best word. That day of filming, there was a lot of joy around that set. And also a little bit of guilt that I'm being paid to do this. That's the answer.
That's awesome. Guys, thank you so much for talking to me today. This has been an absolute pleasure. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you guys again so much.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. Take care.